Let me take you through the process of how I made my husband beautiful birthday cake. I'd already baked my cake 2 days prior. Then I proceed to allow my cake to stay in the fridge, okay? Then it has already adding up. It's more better because when you bake your cake newly and you want to work on it, it might break. But this one, I can turn it anyhow I want, okay? But you still have to be careful. But when you put it inside the fridge before icing it is better. So it will adding up a little bit. Then I later proceed to use my buttercream to rub the surface of my cream. This is the second layer of the cake that I'll be doing the same thing I did to the first one. Okay, just removing out those brownish parts. I think this is the fourth layer. I later removed it because I noticed that the cake is going to give me a lot of work. I don't like stress. You see that cake there? It has a little bite. I don't know if it was Alex that bite you too. I don't know. But I think something happened. I don't really know what happened to that cake that it has that mark there. But me, I don't have that strength of patching. So I just remove it later on. You will see that the cake reduced in size later in the video because I don't get power. I had a lot. As you can see, there was pots on fire. I wanted to surprise my husband, but the surprise was not surprising. So you still come jam us for where we did. The work was too much for me. So as you can see, I've already scraped the cake and it's coming up little by little. You have to be careful when you are scraping your cake so that you know will give her a shape where no make sense. Will spoil the shape, okay? But this my own now, you can just shape it as you like because you are going to cover with whipped cream. With whipped cream, you can do some maneuver. But when it's fondant, you have to be really careful. So after then, I clean up my space. And then I was trying to do very fast. I rub the cake with the buttercream. Voila. Then after I brought back the kids from school, I proceed to use my whipped cream to cover the cake all over. It's just a simple design. You see, I tried using it without the piping bag. So there were some bubbles. So I tried to use the piping bag to just put the whipping creams rather on the body of the cake. Then my guy said, let me help you. Say, no worry, you know if you do this one, no. So I tried to be fast as I could. So I later proceed to adding my pot on fire. I put my chocolate inside. Then I melted my chocolate, added a little bit of vegetable oil to loosen it up a little bit. Then I gave it this dripping design. I put some dripping design on the cake. This cake is one of the simplest, my go-to every time if I want to make it for my family. I know they discover myself to do design. This one was very easy. It didn't even take up to how many minutes before I finish icing the cake. It's very easy. So guys, this is the cake. Although I was not able to film all the process, I believe you will still understand. If you want to recreate, it's very simple. You see the way I'm dropping the chocolates at the edge of the cake, and you just drop it little. The thing will drip down. Okay, it will drip down by itself. Then after that, I proceed to rub my chocolate on top the cake to cover the top of the cake. Okay. It's a very simple and easy design. I like this cake because you can eat everything from this cake. Unlike fondant that you have to throw the fondant away. So I use some red velvet to put some design on the cake. I proceed to flatten everything to make it smooth. I added my chocolate, my Oreos, like everything on the cake. So this is the finished work. Hope you like it and thanks for watching.